Here we are on our ghost hunt in Prescott, Arizona at the Hotel Vendome. We're going to go see if we can find Abby and her cat Noble. Let's go see if we can find those two.
The hotel was built back in 1917, so she's about 91 years old. Up until that point, a lot of the lodging here in town, being the territorial capital for a number of years, Prescott's always been a very popular city, and lodging has always been a bit of a problem here. And so, in the need of lodging, the town decided to build a brand new hotel, and we were the first multi-story building. In its day, we had all the modern amenities. You know, we had steam heat and running water, hot and cold. There were 16 bathrooms in the establishment back then, and it's existed ever since as a hotel, and in one form or another. Well, Abigail Beyer is her name. The story with her is she and her husband, they used to manage the hotel, and they lived here on premises, and they worked here every day, and this was their residence. And back in those days, this is probably around 1920-ish, 2021 or so, tuberculosis, or they called it lungers, they called it consumption, was very prevalent in this area. In fact, people would come to places like Prescott with a high elevation, dry climate, in order to recoup from lung illnesses and breathing illnesses like that. Abigail, she contracted it, and medication wasn't what it was then as it is today. And she had gotten deathly ill. One evening, her husband went out to get her medical attention, and he supposedly never returned, whether something happened to him or perhaps he just abandoned her. No one seems to know, but she reportedly locked herself up in her room at that point with her cat, just refused any medical attention, any visitors, food, water, anything. And after a period of time, the people here at the hotel must have gotten the law, sheriff or whoever, asked them to break into the room. And when they did, they found both she and the cat were found dead in the room. Abby was supposedly found dead on the bed, and the cat was curled up and also dead in the closet area. And ever since then, their spirits supposedly still frequent the place. And there's a lot of testimony to that effect by previous guests, previous employees, just people here in town, owners, people that have worked here and have visited us, that have had different experiences. In fact, we keep a log or a book here, we call it the Abbey Book, and it's just a collection of information, predominantly letters written in from previous guests, employees, what they've experienced. We have a couple of journals in here too. And we encourage a guest, if they should experience something, if they want to record it, they're welcome to. And it's just a nice collection because it's all first-hand information. It's not he said, she said stuff. So, it gives us some credibility. The experiences that the guests have really vary. They could be very dramatic. We have guests that actually see apparitions where they'll see Abby or they'll see Noble. Some even claim to communicate with her, talk to her, so to speak. Others are just little oddities or mischievous kind of things. They're just little unexplainable things. Maybe a television coming on for no reason, or a faucet, dripping or running for no reason, or lights that come on, a lot of noises. And most of those things are probably explainable one way or another, but a lot of people like to chalk it up to the ghosts. But then there are others that are just really difficult to explain, like overpowering fragrances. strong enough it'll wake you up out of a sound sleep, and it'll be like right there in your nose, and described as like someone spilling a bottle of perfume on the pillow right next to you, and then all of a sudden it'll be gone just like that, you know, and the chills that would kind of run through you or pass through you. Cold spots that people walk into or walk through. Probably the most common thing would be people feeling sensations like pressure, like someone sitting down on the bed, or the cat walking across them, or playing with their earrings. That kind of thing. There's a lot of people that actually try to communicate and try to reach out, you know, to Abby and Noble, and some claim to be successful. Most don't. Many leave without having any kind of encounter, which I just think adds to the credibility of it, because it's not like an everyday thing, you know. She comes around whenever she feels needed.